guys, what's up? This is Eric the Cosmic Wizard and welcome to Cosmic Tarot. This is going to be for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. So before we get started, I just want to say last night I crossed over to the 1,000k subscriber threshold, and Ten of Swords. Ooh, someone could be getting. That's probably for the haters. I crossed over to the 1,000k subscriber threshold, and just want to say thank you guys for being here. Capricorn, everyone watching my videos, thank you. I'm going to start every video next week like that as well, so everyone can get their gratitude from me, because I couldn't have done it without you. I literally need you guys to watch these videos and like and subscribe. So the fact that you all are doing that is it means a lot to me. It makes me feel like this is the path that the universe or God wants me to be on, and it's the path that I also want to be on. So it's just great to see the affirmations, the confirmations, and just like the positive messages that I'm getting from people. It's been really exciting, because I grew up, the oldest, and I never really felt like I ever had people like celebrate like my birthdays and stuff like that. But when I was watching The Valley last night on Bravo, and the way like everybody when Luke proposed to Kristen, and everybody was like, they had like the freaking shirts and everything, and I was like, wow, that's a lot of love for somebody. Like, a lot of people got together. And I'm the kind of person, I'm okay with just, let's just go out for, a birthday dinner. But last night, the comments and everything, it felt like that for me. That felt like that moment kind of for me, where getting your flowers in a way, it really touched me, and I just want to say thank you guys so much, and I love you all. And let's get into this fucking reading, because that was a lot. All right, Capricorn, let's see what's going on with you guys. All right, we got the Six of Cups. So you've been thinking about, definitely thinking emotions around someone. Could be a family person, a family relative, or someone who's family oriented, but this is someone who has been part of your life for a very long time. The Six of Cups, if you notice, these plants, they're all at different stages, or they're all different types, right? And certain plants, they grow at different rates and different speeds, and there's all different kinds of plants. And to me, I feel like this is symbolic of, you have a plant that's a little baby, and then it grows and it grows and it grows, right? Well, a lot of times, I feel like a lot of plants take a lot longer. For me, it seems like they take a lot longer to grow when I'm focused on it, and I'm checking it sporadically. But if I turn my head and then I'm oh shit, there's two more. I have this Dieffenbachia that is, I burnt the shit out of it. Here, I'll show you. It's right here, big as fuck. This is someone a friend gave me. I burnt the leaves because I was an idiot, and I didn't I was oh, it's a big tropical plant. It likes lots of sunlight. And I put a fucking heat lamp 2 inches from it, thinking that it was a banana tree type of shit. No, burnt the fuck out of the leaves. That was back in the end of May, and now it's August, and now there's two more leaves popping off. And at first it was just this one. There was 6 or 7, and this is the only one that was salvageable, and this one is still barely hanging on. But I was so upset with myself for doing that, and I just hated that I had ruined that plant. I felt I just ruined it, and I was I just want to throw it away. But I was no, it's still alive, it's still salvageable, and I just kept it. And every day was a reminder of my, inability to actually look up what it actually needed, right? That was me just, oh, I know what I'm doing, da 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 da. And I think sometimes our relationships, we kind of, sometimes we think we know what we're doing, but we really don't. I don't know why I went on a long tirade to say that, but I feel like basically the more you focus on something, sometimes we end up hurting it, but if we let it go, it'll like repair itself, kind of. That's kind of what I'm getting at. Yeah, the Five of Cups. So I feel like this is someone that you definitely had to let go. And I think it was a let go to not completely detach or to like walk away from, but more so in the state of like, I have to like let go in order to maintain the overall structure of this relationship. Because if we keep going, we're at two different parts right now. This is the energy I'm getting. You have two different parts, right? And maybe the part that you're at right now is detrimental to this person, but overall it won't be. But in this moment, you need to disattach, disattach. You need to disassociate maybe with this person. Yeah, the Ace of Pentacles. I feel like now is a time for you to reflect more on your material needs. The Ace of Pentacles in reverse. I feel like now is not the time for you to take an opportunity when it comes to like career changes or buying a new house or, you know, refinancing or something like that. You may need to, or maybe you could have regrets around that, or you could feel like you need more time before doing something that you want to do. Like maybe you feel like you need more time before you buy a house. You know, the market's not good right now. It's more of a seller's market than a buyer's market. Let me, you know, wait a couple of months and we'll just maybe have to pull a little bit out of our investments to just see if we can like float by for a couple of months until we can get everything situated. And I'm also hearing that like pocket watching. I hope somebody could be pocket watching, somebody could be focused on someone else's bag, and that's got you feeling a little insecure about your own financial situations or shit. But like, you never know what people are doing behind the scenes. So someone may seem like things are going one way, but they may be like 2 months out from foreclosure. You know what I mean? Like, you may think that that person is sitting around driving that nice, you know, Tesla Cybertruck, but they are 2 months behind on their payments, and they're working Uber Eats, DoorDash, Instacart, and a full-time salary job to keep up the appearance that it would take to like, oh, you drive a Tesla Cybertruck. Well, this Tesla Cybertruck is getting paid for when he owes in his little hoopty Honda and delivers DoorDash till 12 o'clock at night. So, you know, you get what you pay for kind of situation here. But I'm not saying that's you. I'm just saying you never know what people are going through. Four of Wands in reverse. There's either like some office conflict, there's some at home conflict, there is a conflict here, and I don't feel like it is like anything like super bad. The Four of Wands in reverse doesn't necessarily mean, this is why I love this book, because this book does a really good job. I'm not like a promotional person. I don't get paid to do none of this shit. I'm just saying there's a lot of books of tarot, but this book found me, and honestly, this is the only book I've ever used to read tarot, and I've been reading tarot for like over 5 years now, and this book has everything. But, you know, you can still make your own interpretations, but it will probably change how the cards fall out. So I just kind of go with the standard, what the book says, and then I just make my own spreads because I don't have time to remember all that. But it says, you know, Four of Wands in reverse. It says that when it comes to love, you know, with little effort, a pleasant or harmonious relationship is possible. Sometimes the reverse means celebration gets delayed temporarily. So the Four of Wands doesn't necessarily mean like a super bad thing, and it says even in reverse it's still a positive card. You just may be like delayed. So, you know, I used to think of it to be more of a detrimental, like, oh shit, like that means like something's gonna go real bad. I just think it means that the Four of Wands is just letting you know that, like, you know, don't expect things to happen on your time. It's going to happen more like in divine time. And the Ace of Pentacles and the Four of Wands in reverse is just basically like reversals to me. Sometimes they just mean like, you know, like the Sun in reverse doesn't mean like depression, hate, da 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 da. It just means you need to like, there's a blessing in there. You just need to flip your perspective on it. You know what I mean? And I think that's what's going on here when it comes to you and whatever is occurring in your situation particularly. And this seems to be the Six of Cups and the Five of Cups. So there is an emotional component. The Pentacles is like this is happening in reality. Four of Wands is like this energy of like action, adventure, things actually happening. So there could be like, you know, there could be somebody who's just not coming around as much, or you may like want people to come around more often, or you're not coming around as often as, you know, you would like to. It could be around family, friends. Maybe you're taking more sick days at work. Ooh, Lord, that's too many. But I'm gonna try. We have the Ten of Cups, the Hermit, and the Three of Swords. Yeah, like there is like there's something with the family here, where there is someone who is hurt. This Ten of Cups here is definitely like family. So this could be like children, parents, you know, cousins, nieces, nephews, whoever, aunts, uncles, everybody. You know, this is family. You know, siblings. And there is this hermit energy, you know. I feel like whoever this person is, because sometimes, depending on how the cards fall out, it lets me know whose energy is what. I'm not picking this up to be your energy. This is who the Six of Cups energy that you have is like, you know, feeling. And there's this Three of Swords energy with this person. This person's feeling like hurt. Like this person may feel hurt by you. The Moon in reverse, the Seven of Swords. This person could want to like, this person could want to, in the past, this person may have like wanted to talk to you about like a connection that you all once had, the Two of Cups. Like you could have been really close with this person, or this person could have felt really close with you, or whatever. And now it's like it's not there anymore. And then the Strength card, I feel like this person is like not saying what they really feel. Like the Strength to me is more about restraint, like strength in the form of restraint, as in not, you know what I mean, like not saying what needs to be said, or not, you know, making the situation worse. So that's when I say like this Five of Cups, it feels like this person is like, you know, like walking away, but it's really like them just being like, you know, strong and like just trying to do their own thing. But then they got the Seven of Swords here and the Moon in reverse. So like to me, this is someone who okay, I'm gonna take this two ways. And you let me know what sounds more accurate for you. This is someone who is trying to be sneaky, like they come back with like not the best intentions in order to like reveal like the truth or something. Like this is someone who's like are coming to dinner to like, you know, tell the whole family off, or to like, you know, basically like just air the room out. Or this could be someone who, in my I'm just going to put this out here as a little disclaimer. You know, there's a Capricorn who I could see this being how they see me as. So like, I'm trying to like honor your situation, but like in the back of my mind, I'm like, this sounds like what my cousin thinks of me. This is what, just Page of Cups, Pisces, me. Two of Cups, we were very close, and now we're like not. And then the Strength card is me definitely not fucking talking and not saying shit. And then the Seven of Swords would be like, well, when he comes around for Thanksgiving, what the fuck is he gonna do? Nothing. So, I'm not coming to Thanksgiving. That's what you don't understand. Okay, sorry. The Seven of Swords. I'm such an ass. Not really. Seven of Swords and the Moon card is definitely Yeah, so this is someone who definitely wants, this definitely is somebody who wants to blow up the spot. And this person could be coming back to, like, reveal, or that maybe there's something that they do that they're trying to hide and it comes out to light. It could also be that too. So this could be somebody who doesn't want, they want to delete the messages too. They don't want their fucking, shit to come out and it gets revealed. Or, this could be someone who's afraid of, their past coming back to hurt them or bite them in the ass. And, this person may be pulling away from their family or, the situation, because this is their energy. This is how you feel about this person. Does that make sense? I hope that made sense. Those 5 cards are your projections of how you perceive them to be like in your life. And then this is what fell out the deck. So this is more so their actual energy falling out. It's this 10 of Cups, this Hermit, this 3 of Swords. So this isn't somebody who is, in my opinion, only because I feel like, little bias here, disclaimer, this could be how a Capricorn sees me in this reading. And if I don't know if this person watches my channel or not, but this does sound like me. Like, I do miss our love and our connection. And yeah, I do feel like there is a time of separation and like space. I'm not hurt. I'm just taking time to process things. And the Hermit is someone who he has to process things on his own. He has to go alone. He has to do it. You can't, when you want to just know what you feel, especially like as an empath, like when I want to just know like what I feel and what I need to do, I need to sit alone and be by myself, because if I start to be around other people, I'll pick up their energies and their opinions and their thoughts. And like, how is someone else's opinions and thoughts going to help me? I'm not saying like that to sound arrogant, but it's like sometimes you just need to follow your own intuition. And like, there are people, and like sometimes, and I have to say this too, like, especially when you like talk to like the older generation of your parents, they may not understand, how content creating and things like that work. So to them, I was listening to the Lamento Pond Tarot guy, and he was talking about like how his grandpa was like, when are you gonna get a real job? And he's like, he makes like $8K a month on YouTube over like 3 different channels and had like all these different businesses. And he's like, I have a real job. What do you mean? And he's like, this is the man who worked in a factory for 40 years and like literally retired with his little golden Rolex. So like, that was their life. That is how they lived life. And like back then, those jobs were more, employee friendly. The job market is not like that nowadays. Like, you don't have protection that much for real when you really think about it. I mean, your life insurance is only covered while you work there. So if you don't have any policy, I'm only saying that because I'm also a life and health producer, but it's not here for that. But like, there's all these things that like, there aren't really that good pensions or anything like that. There aren't no really pensions for other than government people. So like, what is the benefit of working to a company that's going to outsource, replace, and try to find the cheapest way to get productivity completed? If that means having to get rid of your ass and making Brenda over here, who's a company diehard, and we'll know that she'll do the job of 6 people and won't ask for anything more but a extra slice of pizza or maybe an extra planning hour or something, then yeah, they're going to do that, And not to be telling everybody's business, but I do know a Capricorn. I ain't going to say nothing about, like, I felt like we were teaching together, and she's a phenomenal teacher. But they play in her face when it comes to her salary, because, in my opinion, she's been there so long that she's like an integral piece, and she runs that school. Like, she literally runs this fucking school. Like, everyone knows it, they just don't want to say it out loud. But like, when there's something that I need to know, I don't go to the principals, I don't go to the admin, I go to her. She knows what's up. They go to her. So like, but you won't get this woman her flowers and what she really deserves. And like, it really fucking irritates me, because like, if there's one person who does not deserve to have been treated this way by that company, is that woman. outside looking in, you know, I could see how people maybe weren't so, you know, impressed by my teaching abilities. But I think I was a damn good teacher. The kids thought I was a damn good teacher. The scores went up this year. You're welcome for that. I'll never get a thank you note from that. Yeah, those end of course exam scores, I saw them. I'm still plugged in. I know people. That shit went up a lot. It jumped. That's because I was there. And my other team members that I was lead of. That you all weren't even talking to, admin. I was talking to them. We were trying to modify and make everything fit for you all. And I was still leaving. As I was leaving, knowing that I was leaving, I was still working hard to get that shit done. Because I care. But that was my job too. I was my pride, my integrity, anything. Anyway, so Capricorns, don't be out here simping for no fucking job. I said a lot. And I haven't even finished this reading yet. Okay. Sorry to go off that little tangent, but whew, sometimes people be trying me. I think it's at 5 or 4. Maybe you sent the flyer out. I'll be alright. Oh shit, it's like 2:30. Oh god. 2:30. Ooh no. It's too early. I thought it was like 5 or 6. I'm not fucking shit. Where was I? Because I know I just want a big rant and tangent. I was about jobs and stuff. I don't know how I got to that topic, so let's just move on. I'm sorry, y'all. Basically, what I was saying is don't give a company your all because these companies don't give a shit about you nowadays. I was talking about mental tarot pond. Okay, that's right. That's how I got to that. And I was talking about how sometimes people may not understand your vision. Okay, that's right. Okay. Ooh, sorry about that. And then we have the King of Pentacles in reverse. So this could be your energy. Now, this is coming up in the future position. So you have a lot of concerns around your material success, wealth, financial stability, health, all that shit, right? The material world. So this means more than just money. This is like, you know, family, material, desires, you know, hell, your health, your food, what's going on at work. And I feel like, you know, we're going to get a little bit deeper into this, but like there is this, it almost like it's like a competition of one. Like you're competing. I don't know if you are, but someone may feel like you don't need to be in competition with anybody, Capricorn. You're good. You got this shit. Don't. And you know, my moon is in Capricorn, so I always am so dismissive of my moon sign. I just want to let y'all know that. I don't know why, Capricorn, but like I do not give y'all the flowers that y'all really deserve. And I think it's because there's too many damn Capricorns in my family. My dad's a Capricorn, my uncle's a Capricorn, my cousin's a Capricorn. I'm gonna leave that in my mind. And my friends of Capricorn, like I got so many Capricorns in my life, and y'all all kind of act the same. Y'all like real, like emotionally like closed off, but like super emotional underneath the surface. And it's like, it's really like apparent that you are emotional, but like y'all just like don't talk about it. So it's just like weird because like when y'all do get emotional, it's almost like, is this performative or is this real? Because it feels real, but then again, it's also like you're gonna like gray rock and like go back to like your like shell, your Capricorn like seagull escapism, like because you know they are the most watery rock sign in the world, like earth sign. I don't know why I call them a rock because they are like a rock. They're like a rock with tears on the inside. I swear to God. Ooh, yes, a Capricorn is like a rock. But on the inside, if you cut that rock open, there's just like water in it or some shit. Yeah. Judgment here. Okay, so I feel like you were called to awaken, or you're called to make a decision. You're called to see the bigger picture in the situation here. In the Six of Pentacles. Yeah. I feel like you, in Six of Pentacles in reverse, you know, sometimes the relationships that we have, they do feel a little one-sided. They may feel like you give more than you get, or, you know, it's just not a Seven of Wands. Yeah, you feel very, like, defensive, almost. Like, if someone says anything about money, you're like, I got it. I don't worry about nothing. Okay. Or, like, people, you're just, like, very, like, protective of, like, what's going on around you. Like, you don't want people to know what's going on. Like, that's me too. Like, I'm so, like, there's certain people who I'm like, I don't know if I should be telling you all about, like, my channel and stuff, because I don't know how you feel about me, and I don't want that energy, because it's so easy to have a motherfucker just, like, smile in your face and then completely, like, say some fucked up shit when you're not around. And, like, I just don't need that. I don't like that. That's not cool. I mean, and I get it, because, like, it happens in every friend group. You know what I mean? Like, and to me, that's not talking shit. And I'm trying to tell my friend this, because I'm like, yeah, like, when you leave the room, people are going to be like, okay, so what's going on with Eric? Like, and it's not talking shit. It's just them trying to, like, process the information. Like, so, like, he's doing tarot on YouTube now? Like, what the hell? Like, he was a teacher, and then he's, like, an insurance person, and now he's, like, doing tarot, but he's like, what is going on with this kid? Is he okay? And I don't think that's, like, talking shit or talking behind my back. You know, if it was like, oh, well, you know, his channel's gonna fail, and, like, he's stupid, and he can't even fucking like, he got fired from teaching because of da-da-da-da-da. Like, that would be talking shit. That's talking shit, and I don't think my friends would do that, because I have pretty good friends, and I don't think they would do that, because none of that shit is true, and I'm an open book, so there is no need to guess. If you like that, that's the good thing about being a transparent person. Like, do I have to tell everybody my business? Do everybody need to know? No, but, like, you know enough of the details of the story to know that, okay, like, I left teaching because of this, and this. I always talked about what was wrong with it, so, you know, it wasn't no fire, there wasn't no none like that. Not that anybody would ever say something like that, but, like, if the more transparent and the more upfront and the more open you are, it leaves less wiggle room for people to make, like, disparaging and, like, negative, nefarious, malicious, you know, assumptions about you. And that's literally what I was trying to tell some people at the school. Like, y'all act like y'all keep everything so secretive. We have nothing but, you know, we just have no choice but to assume negative things, because, like, why would you not tell us? Anyway, I'm trying to say this, Capricorn. The more you open up, the more you express yourself, the more I think you'll realize that, like, people do love you. And I'm talking to myself too, Capricorn Moon, so this is also for me. The more you see that people actually do want what's best for you. And, like, you know, don't be so focused on, you know, money. Talking to me. I'm still talking to me. Because, like, this reading could really, like, be for me, because right now, like, I am in a very, like, precarious, like, it's just, I've never been this close to, like, absolute, like, no stream of income. It's crazy though. I should be, and it's like, I feel like I should be more concerned, but at the same time, I know that it's gonna work out. I know things are working out. It's not going to. It already is. It's in the vortex of coming to me when I need it. Like, that's what abundance is. Is being able to do what you want when you want it at the time you need to have it done. That's what abundance is. So that is what I'm manifesting. That's what's here for me. That's what's coming. That's what's here. It's coming and it's here. Like, how does that happen? It's coming and it's here. It's like, it's everywhere. The Fool, right? So, you know, you're making the best of a situation, and you're really taking a leap of faith here. So, like, yeah, like, maybe you are playing with fire. Maybe you it may feel like you made a bad investment, or you made a bad decision, or you made a, unwise spending decision. And I feel like you're trying to like defend and protect your stuff. But I feel like, you're gonna be good, boo. You good. It may be a little rough. It might be rough. It might be rough for a little bit. I can't tell you that it's not. But boom, here goes King of Wands. The more you act, because deep down you're gonna feel like the King of Pentacles in reverse, but this is the boss, okay? So maybe the money isn't where it needs to be, but you're doing the work, okay? You're looking good, you're feeling good, you're fucking like just big dick swinging out here, just got shit all fucking like ducks in a row, eggs waddle waddle, like everywhere the fuck it says. You're doing it, Exactly. Emphasis on looking good. There's a glow up coming here. Okay? I am gonna go shave a little bit before I go into the office on Monday. I've been playing like a bum this whole week. I've just been nesting in my apartment. Just giving myself some time to like really decompress what it is that I want to do for my future when it comes to like, career and stuff. And, this reading resonates with me on like an emotional level, considering, Capricorn moon. But yeah, there's a lot of pressure when you are, I guess, self-employed and, I eat what I kill kind of in my, commission-based jobs like real estate or, things like that. You have your highs and your lows, right? And the highs are really high and the lows can be really low. And you come into something on the low point, it's kind of a bit of in an industry where you have to kind of like really just grind your way up. And I'm saying all that to say this is, there's a possibility that I might have to get a little office, little 9 to 5, not 9 to 5, like 10 to 7 a.m. graveyard shift, something just to kind of like keep me afloat, just so I could feel comfortable. But that's also putting me in a state of lack, and that's not flow. So that's going to delay everything. So I either have to double down and just accept that this is where I'm going to have to be at. Maybe that rent gets processed a few weeks late, which I can't let that happen. I'm not doing all that shit with them fees. Fuck that. That motherfucker gonna get paid. I got September covered in my savings. So, but like again, I'm draining my savings account because this is how much I want to bet on myself. And I can't not pick me anymore. I cannot not pick me. And I'm telling you to do the same thing, Capricorn. Don't show up as a side character in your own life. I was doing that for so many years. I was playing a supporting actor in my own stage production, and I deserve much more than that, and you do as well. So you're not being greedy, you're not being self-centered, you're showing up for you when you need to, how you need to, so you can be the best person for you and your loved ones. Think of it like that. That's literally what I had to like frame it as in order to let go of the guilt and the shame that I had for leaving teaching, for leaving I'm not going to talk about that, but we have to be able to make the decisions that we need to do that's going to benefit us the most, because you better believe that job, if it could save $4, it'd cut your ass tomorrow. Think of it like that. If that job could save $10, they would fire you. Think about that. And like maybe I'm being a little dramatic, but when it comes to saving money, you don't matter nearly as much as you think you do. And I don't give a fuck what you do. Period. Just if it's a job, if you work at Walmart and you're not motherfucking Sam Walton, they not breaking their neck for you. or a CEO or some shit like that. If you the little cash register girl, what is you being loyal to this shit? You miss your grandma's funeral because you ain't want to get ridden up. I'm just saying as an example. I don't know none of you. And they have nobody I know. You know. Well, hell, let me tell you something. Ooh, shit. My grandfather passed away. You know, we weren't like the super close sis. And I didn't use my bereavement because my kids were about to take a fucking unit test. And I was like, I don't really, you know what I mean? But looking back at it, it was like, I probably should have, because you don't know grief. Even if you don't know somebody that well, or you feel like you don't know somebody that well, like that could have been an opportunity for me to like support it, you know, my mom or like my other family more. And I was so career focused and driven that like I literally like kind of like just ignored a lot of people in my life, a lot of my or at least this is what I'm telling myself, to like maybe they just like maybe we just grew apart and I just need to make it make sense. But whatever happened, I so career driven and focused, like I don't really have the best relationships with anybody in my family because I focus so much of my energy and attention on my career and me being successful and me like moving up in life. And I feel like maybe there is a little bit of resentment or like, you know, disappointment is probably like a better word. Resentment may be a little too strong. That's the Libra rising coming out. It always wants to be like so 10. But it may just be a little like, you know, I wish she would be around more, try to make more of an effort to be in your siblings and everyone's life. But at the same time, you know, I feel like I'm holding on to some stuff that I need to just really let go. And I kind of like use suffering as like a weapon of armor to keep myself from getting close to people. Like, oh, well, if you get close to people, then they'll hurt you. Remember when you got close and they da-da-da-da-da-da. And, you know, and I'm only telling you all this stuff, so I want you all to know that, like, when I'm doing these readings, it's truly coming from, like, a place of love and, like, true authenticity. And I'm not just trying to be some, oh, you're going to do that. And, like, you're gonna find the biggest dick person and you're going to fall in love and have, like, no, like, I'm a real person. Like, I have real things just like you are. Like, just like you are. Just like you are. And even the people who try to be perfect and like all that, they still got shit going on. And like maybe not everybody need to get on the internet and tell their problems, right? Like not the locals. Like, but I'm not a local. I'm actually being authentic and genuine, and I'm not trying to impress anybody. That's a lie. I do want to impress you guys because I want you to hit that like and subscribe button. But you know, this is how we communicate. We just have to talk to each other. And this video is way too long. I hope you all like it. But I feel like if anybody can sit and watch a 40-minute video about themselves and probably be okay, it's probably a Capricorn. All right. I feel like I need to do like a final wrap up though, because this was kind of heavy. Capricorn, just continue to build and focus on yourself and keep it from a place of love. Keep it from like a place of like everything you do, point it with the intention of, is this serving in a loving way or is this creating more separation, either within yourself or for a external dynamic? You know, oh, am I doing this out of fear or am I doing this out of love? And the more you pick to do things out of love, the more love you'll see reflected back into your life. Just like the more you pick things out of fear, oh, well, maybe, you know, I'm going to get this job because I'm afraid if I don't, I'm going to lose my life. Well, that's not a good reason to get the job. Like, do something that you love. Do what you love, and then you'll never work a day in your life, which is like, I know, ooh, that's so, I know, but like, it's kind of like, think about it though, right? There's enough to go around for everybody. You are literally created here to do what you love. So figure out what that is and find a way to make your life better. Easier said than done, but you can do it. I love you. All right, bye.